Hey my YouTube family, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If this is your first time of coming across our video, please hit the subscribe button. Just stay tuned. So today's video, I want to tell you that even with a tight budget, you can build a successful poultry business. All you need to do is start smart. Now let me break it down for you. While I'm breaking it down, I want you to watch this video here on the screen. You can see me trying to clean up my penthouse. Now, for you to start a poultry farm on a low budget, as low as 50,000 naira, yes, you can start a poultry farm. Now, the first thing you need to do before your birds arrive, you need a brooder. A brooder is a small space that your birds will stay for at least 2 weeks, and in this space you will need heat. The reason why you need that place to be warm is so that your birds will be comfortable. The temperature, the right temperature, they will be very comfortable in there. So you need a small space. While you are taking care of them in that small space, make sure that you already have like a cage that is built, because for beginners I would always advise you that if you want to start poultry farming, please start with your broilers. Broilers will give you fast returns compared to other species of chickens. When you are well grounded in your broilers, you can use the funds and reinvest it in other species of chicken. Now, you don't need to start big. First of all, I told you need a brooder. Number two, start small. I cannot overemphasize on this aspect. You need to start small. For me, I would advise that you start with 10 birds. So the reason why you should start with 10 birds is because feeding chickens is capital intensive. So by the time you have 10 birds, you'll be able to vaccinate them properly, you'll be able to concentrate on them properly. And if you are able to get to your target, with those 10 birds, you will sell nothing less than 10,000 naira per one. Meaning, let's say you invested like 50,000, you're getting times like the same amount that you invested, maybe 100,000, depends on your location and depends on the people you are selling to. You can sell as much as 12,000 naira. So now that money that you have gotten will be enough to take care of 25 beds. You do not move from 10 to 50. The money that you got from your capital and returns that you have gotten from 10 beds will not be able to cater for 50 beds, but it should be able to cater for at least 25 beds till maturity. That's how to start your poultry with a low budget. Now, you need to focus on the basis. So the basis we're talking about here is you need feed, you need clean water containers, you need proper vaccination for your birds, you need enough space for your birds. As broilers grow in size, they need space. If you can put these things in place, believe me, in no distance time, you should be making a lot of money from poultry farming. If you watch this video here, you will see the type of feeders and drinkers that I'm using. You'll see that my space is spacious, but guys, I would still need to remove some of these birds from this place by the time they start growing. Yes, because broilers, they need space, and you are trying to work with your low budget, so you don't want to inconvenience your birds and then you start having casualties, your birds will start dying. No, whatever is worth doing, guys, is worth doing well. Another thing you can see from the initial video, you saw how dirty my penthouse was. I came back from work and I had to clean. Yes, so I do this cleaning morning and night. If your chicken house or the cage is neat, believe me guys, you will not waste money on drugs, you will not waste money on treating infections. Yes, so your space needs to be neat at all time. At least if you want maximum profits for a beginner, make sure you do your cleaning morning, evening, change their water regularly, For me, I change my chicken water morning and evening. Before I go to work, I change. When I come back from work, I change and I clean up. I don't clean in the morning, but I clean in the evening. So the cleanup I do in the evening will take me to the next day. And sometimes if the place is not messed up, it can take me like 2 days before I do my cleanup. The place needs to be clean. Another thing to watch out for is you need to feed and care for your birds properly. You need to understand them. See, to take care of chicken is not really difficult if you put your mind to it, if you understand the basis in this thing. You need to give them quality feed. Like me, as I told you guys, I use breed well. Breed well for me, it's like the best feed in the market. I don't know about others, but breed well always gives me, like, it gives me the worth of my money. I see my birds and I'm proud, I'm happy. So if you want to start, I would advise, please use breed well. Try breed well. I'm not advertising for them. Nobody paid me to advertise for them. But when we see something that is good, we should talk about it. Please use your breed well feed. At least the first 3 weeks for 10 birds, you should not consume more than 3 or 4 kg for the first 3 weeks. But as they grow in size, they begin to consume more. So another aspect in poultry farming, starting a mini poultry farm, that you need to think about even before your birds become matured. By 8 weeks, you should have sold your birds. See, you don't need to wait till your birds are ready before you start thinking of sales as a beginner. First of all, you need to identify your target buyers. You need to tell your family, your friends, your neighbors, your circle. You need to visit the local market and see what they sell. See the prices that they sell so that you have an idea of how much you're going to sell to your consumers. Let's say in the market, they are selling these beds for like 12,000 naira. If you want to be very fast in selling, you can sell it for 10,000 naira. Very fast, people will buy from you. It is better that you sell directly to final consumers. I always like to sell to final consumers. In fact, before my beds are 8 weeks, I've started advertising for people like I have beds. This would help you achieve your goals very fast. Don't wait till those beds are 8 weeks. If they are 8 weeks and you do not have buyers, that means you spend another extra cash on them trying to feed them. And this might even now extend to like 9 or 10 weeks. But once your beds are like 6 weeks and you start marketing it, before they are even 8 weeks, you have already sold them off and you'll be able to now purchase new sets. So this, like, you need to put that in mind, you need to put that in consideration when you want to start your poultry farm. Your target market, you need to think about it, you need to think about it, you need to be fast about that thought. Finally, learn to reinvest your profits. When you start making money from selling chickens, don't eat your capital. You need to reinvest it. Make sure that you have like a target. Try as much as possible to meet that target. Give yourself 6 months. If you are consistent in poultry farming, you can make it big. But please remember that you do not start from 10 beds to 50 beds. You start from 10 beds to 25, then to 50, then you continue expanding like that. So guys, there you have it. Before you start your poultry farm, please do well to ask yourself certain questions. Do I understand the basics of poultry farming? Do I have the passion for this thing? Because something needs to be the driving force to want to start poultry farm. If not, you will get tired on the way. It has to be either for the money or for the passion. One of these things has to be the driving force. Now, another question you should ask yourself: how much can I afford to start with? Your pocket should determine the number of birds that you should get. Presently, one broiler chicken is going for 750 naira. So you need to think about these things. Which breed should you go first? As a beginner, I would advise you go for your broilers. The broilers in 2 months, 3 months, you can sell off. But I advise that you do not exceed 2 months. 2 months, please sell those birds so that you can make your money. and then you invest little by little, you get there, guys. So please, if this video was impactful to you, if it was helpful to you, and you still want to learn more from this channel, please do well to subscribe to this channel. You can see my own chickens here on the screen. I have my broilers, I have my cockerels here. The cockerels are the small ones, the broilers are the big ones. This chicken you are seeing here, it is breed well feed I am using for them. So these chickens are just 1 week and 5 days old, but look at them in size. They are already massive in size. By Friday, they will be 2 weeks old, guys. You can see that the cockerels are the small ones, the broilers are growing. As a beginner, please do not venture into cockerel first. Start with your broilers, then along the line, you can also add your cockerel. If this video has been impactful to you, please do well to subscribe. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more updates. Bye.